One.
Well, first, before we get to that, according to Blaine Fowler, Jason already has a superhero power. It's his smile.
Flash those big pearlies. Smoking.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, look at those pretty white. Number one, what's the chance Eric Mika gets drafted in next month's NBA draft?
You want to go first, Jason?
Yeah, I'll go first. I'm going to give it a 30% chance.
Okay.
A 30. Look, I fully agree with Coach Cleveland and others we've talked to that believe Eric is going to turn some heads in these personal workouts. Blaine even referenced Walt Perrin, one of the scouts for the Utah Jazz, that was very complimentary of Eric's workout with the Jazz a couple weeks ago. And I think you're going to start to see more and more of that. So, I mean, right now, though, he's not projected. So I can't go above 50% right now because it's just not there. But I think I'm going to go 30%. I think there's a chance based off of these workouts, but he's got some work to do.
Yeah, I'd probably say 25%. And that's not a knock on Eric's capability or his ceiling or his work ethic, because I feel like those things will get him onto an NBA roster.
Yeah.
Like, he'll play in the NBA. I just don't know if he's going to get drafted. It's only 60 picks. There are only 60 picks in the NBA draft, and right now he's projected in most major publications outside of the top 60. Granted, it only takes one team, so let's not deal in absolutes. I'm going to give him a shot, 25%, but it's going to be tough unless one team is really high on him and it's like, yeah, we want to take him with our second-round pick. Number two.
What's the chance BYU baseball bounces back to win the WCC tournament?
What do you think about the bounce-back opportunity, Jason?
Well, the bounce-back opportunity is there. And remember, it is double elimination, okay? If any team loses a game, you have another opportunity to play. So I still like BYU's chances. We've seen this team all year long. I'm going to give them an 85% chance.
Whoa! Coming off a sweep to Gonzaga.
Look at what this team. That series was the odd series this year.
Okay.
The BYU Bats averaged 9 runs a game. In that series, they averaged 2.6. Okay, it's less than 3.
Is that Gonzaga pitching, or is it BYU hitting, not just showing up?
It's as the answer is always, it's probably both.
Okay.
But this team is too good to have that be the norm for them. It wasn't the norm this year. So I still think they have a fantastic chance to go into this tournament and play well and win it and win that automatic bid. So yeah, 85%.
That's really high, and I think it's a little bit too high, not just a little bit, probably way too high, because of where they start the tournament against Corey Abbott of LMU. He's the best pitcher in the
conference.
conference.
He's due for a loss, Spencer.
I know he's due for a loss, but
hey, even if they lose, it doesn't mean they can't go all the way to win it.
They didn't get a hit off him last time, let alone a run. Not saying they won't, because the Bats are legit, and I am not trying to say that BYU baseball is not capable of hitting Corey Abbott. But if we're looking at percentages and trying to be logical here and rational, I say 50% chance, because BYU has to start against LMU. If they were playing St. Mary's, Jason, I'd be with you. 85%. 85% that they win the West Coast Conference tournament if they had won one game against Gonzaga and were the number 1 seed taking on St. Mary's, because they swept St. Mary's.
Yes.
And they match up against St. Mary's pitching better than they do against LMU and Corey Abbott. It's a tough break.
I want to see Gonzaga pitching do that against BYU again, because I don't think it's possible.
Oh,
I don't. I just don't.
If BYU can somehow find a way to beat LMU, I'll join you on the 85% train. Right now, 50%, because that is such a huge challenge they face coming up later this week. Number 3.
What's the chance BYU football begins the season 2-1?
I'll go first here, and I will say 75% chance. BYU starts the season 2-1. They're going to beat Portland State. They will get 1 win. After that, I like BYU's chances against Utah, specifically at home.
Yep.
They get them at home. Do you think the motivation is there? Goodness gracious. And Utah just lost how many guys to the NFL? 8 or whatever it was? They lost a load of talent, and they're not sure what they're going to bring back on quarterback. So their offensive question marks continue, but now they got to play BYU on the road.
Yeah, brand new offense again.
And BYU's not dealing with a brand new offense and a brand new coaching staff. They have some carryover. and it's fantastic.
Yes.
So I like BYU's chances at home. 75% chance BYU starts 2-1 in football this upcoming season.
All right. See, I actually was also going to go with 75%. But
Okay.
since I can be more positive than you,
Wow.
I am going to
Blue
say
goggle alert.
75.1%.
Blue goggle alert.
Just so I can say, well, I think they have a better chance than Spencer does.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I agree with you. The two games, in all likelihood, is Portland State and Utah.
Yeah, because people are like, well, let's not give BYU a chance against LSU. This is going to be LSU's first game. BYU will have a game under their belts,
Yes.
which will be beneficial. But calling for a 75% chance to beat LSU, I can't do that.
I think
do
this
it.
year, and I understand the losing streak, and until you beat a team, it's difficult to pick the team that's lost that many in a row. But I like BYU's chances this year going up against Utah. I do.
Okay. 75.1% chance.
Yeah.
Of course.
Wow, look at him, so negative.
Oh my. Number 5.
What's the chance we do countdown to the Vikings Day in order to look ahead? Hit it.
Countdown to the Vikings.
96 days. I'd say 100% chance on
Yes.
that, Ben Bagley.
Can you be retroactive since we just did it?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know how that
Well,
works.
of course we're going to do it because we do
It
want to
is
look
done.
ahead. Man, it's Happy Monday, right? And part of the Happy Monday is a shout out to Chad Lewis, number 96, all-time great within BYU football, 96 days away from the BYU football season.
That man is the most positive person I've ever met in my life.